Reckoning God says you won't need to expose them. I will let them sweat, let them delete messages, clear call logs, avoid your gaze. The truth doesn't need their permission, it's already in motion. And the moment you chose stillness over rage, discernment over reaction, was the moment heaven shifted in your favor. This is not the end, it's the beginning of your unfolding power. Type Amen to claim the blessing. November 11th, they felt safe, too safe. Operating in the shadows, they thought your silence meant weakness. That your kindness made you blind, that your patience gave them control, but what they didn't realize is this: your silence wasn't fear, it was strategy. And now that strategy is turning into a storm, God says, what was done in secret is now being summoned to the surface. The man, the one who once made you feel seen, is now being watched. His name is appearing in emails, flagged in conversations. Someone close to him is starting to feel uncomfortable. They've seen enough, heard enough, and now they're quietly documenting everything. A file is growing, one folder, then two, then dozens, image, text, threads, call logs, and your name is at the center, not as a conspirator, but as the anchor, the one they tried to drown but couldn't. One of the three women is breaking. She's the vibrant one, the sympathetic voice, the one who made people feel safe while feeding them half-truths. But her energy is unraveling, her tone is changing, her smile doesn't last as long. She's nervous, she knows the story is shifting, and she's preparing to jump ship, but not to save you, to save herself. She's already hinted at mistakes in conversations, already said things like, I didn't know it would go this far. Already tested the waters to see who's still loyal. God says, let her speak. She's about to confirm more than you ever imagined. The older woman, the manipulator, is doing the opposite. She's tightening her grip, she's trying to control the narrative before it escapes her hand. She's reaching out to the man, whispering strategy like it's her second language. She's reminding him what to say, how to say it, who to call, but cracks are forming fast. There was a slip-up during a group call last week. A phrase said too casually, a name mentioned out of context. Someone noticed, someone recorded it, that someone they respect you, and they're done watching in silence. They're about to hand you something, maybe a text thread, a saved voicemail, a name. And it will confirm everything. The third woman, the one who always smiled at you with innocent eyes, is the most dangerous because she's the quietest, but even she's starting to sweat. She used a login she thought was anonymous, a fake name, a ghost profile, but the truth has a memory, a pulse, a mirror, and now she's starting to see herself in it. God says, your name was mishandled, but I am reclaiming it. There's an old photo, one you weren't supposed to see. It's them, all of them in the same room at the same table, the very people who pretended not to know one another together. It's been time-stamped, saved, shared with someone who will soon show it to you. And when that happens, everything will start falling. The man, he'll try to vanish into the background, play the victim, say I was misled, but his voice is on too many recordings, his words are saved in too many threads. He used to stand tall, didn't he? Now he's shrinking under the weight of his own narrative, and he should be, because he handed over parts of your life to people who wanted nothing but to distort it. He offered your peace as a bargaining chip. He took your secrets, the ones you shared in trust, and laid them on a table like cards. But now the table has turned. God says the ones who laughed at your vulnerability will now tremble at your truth. There's a charm, a necklace, a small item that once belonged to you. One of the women took it, thought I was meaningless, but what she didn't know is that it was blessed, anointed, and since the day she wore it, she hasn't slept peacefully. Every night she wakes up in a sweat, not from guilt, but from fear. Your name is becoming a force in her dreams, and that fear, justice rising. You don't have to expose them, that's already happening. The system they created to deceive is eating itself alive. God says, don't lift a finger, I'm lifting the veil. Someone has been watching you from afar, neutral at first, but now they're stepping forward because they've seen enough, and what they're bringing with them is a key to unlock the one thing that will shift this entire situation in your favor: a document, a message, or a truth, something undeniable, and you won't even need to speak. You'll simply hold it in your hand, and the atmosphere will change. The man will feel it first, then the women, and then everyone else, because your silence has become a siren, and the world is finally listening. Type Amen to claim the blessing. 2022, it has begun, not a whisper this time, but a quake. The first name has surfaced, and not in silence. It came up in a room full of people, a slip of the tongue during a video call, a leaked message in a group chat. Someone connected the dots, and your name was in the center. The youngest woman, the one who knew how to weep on command, is unraveling. She tried to pass it off as a misunderstanding, but too many eyes are watching now. She called the man in a panic, you weren't supposed to know. Not yet, but God says you've always known, and now the world knows too. The older woman, she's distancing herself fast, removing photos, deleting accounts, calling in favors, but it's too late. The digital trail is real. Her fingerprints are on more than just documents, they're on motive, strategies, plans. One message, one timestamp, one accidental forward to someone who respects you, and now her story is falling apart. And the third